What's up, guys? Devin Zander here with my co-host of the Product of the Week Club, Matt Schmidt. What up, Matt?
What is going on? I feel like it's been a long time since we've done this, so I'm excited to get back.
It has been about 2 weeks. You and I both had vacations and stuff, and so we recorded ahead of time. Actually, it's been like 3 weeks since we recorded because we recorded everything ahead of time. That's right. So welcome back.
Yes,
just so you guys
I'm excited.
know, Matt went to Florida with his family. I went to Atlanta with my wife to go to the music festival and have some fun. Surprisingly, best part of the weekend was the Flaming Lips, which I did not expect. Everybody knows that one song by the Flaming Lips, you know, do you realize?
Yeah.
But anyways, it was good. So welcome back, guys, to the Product of the Week Club. Each week we break down winning campaigns. Really what we're looking for is $1 million stores. But we break down, 5-figure products, 6-figure, 7-figure. And today I actually have an 8-figure store that we're going to be breaking down. It's really sick. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. What we do is we review the product, the store, and then we walk you through ads and how these stores could improve the entire process. Little background on us. Matt here, owner of 3 stores currently, done over $50 million in sales across his stores over the past few years. Guy knows what he's talking about. Anybody says he's not the best, they're lying. Only person who could even come close is Jesus Christ. I'm just kidding. Matt doesn't. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just talking about my ass. Let's get into today's episode. Matt, you ready? Oh, and Matt has no idea about the products. He's doing all this off the cuff. Matt, you ready to get into today's product?
I am absolutely ready. 8-figure store. I am excited.
All right, here we go. We the People holsters. Have you seen this store at all?
No, surprisingly.
I gotta close out all my chats here real quick. Close all chats. We the People holsters. This ad here, I believe it's still running. It was launched November 1st, 2022. We got like 54,000 reactions, 2.6 thousand comments, 8.7 thousand shares. Let's see, newest. Let's see if we're still getting some here. So it doesn't look like they're actually still running ads, but it does look like they're still getting engagement from shares.
Yep.
One thing I wanted to show you was if we go here, we can see that they currently have about 2,400 ads running. So these guys are definitely running quite a lot of traffic these days. Also, to everybody watching, if you want to see how I do product research and how I find these products, let me know in the comments. Anyways, so let me zoom out here so we can get a better picture. Matt, what are your initial thoughts here looking at this product?
I mean, I love everything about it. I mean, they're hitting on a lot of points that we've talked about on the previous calls. The copy is, and then so we do connect, incentivize, call to action, right? We try to do some versions of that. The first one, 76% sure you'll love this hoodie. That's an immediate connection because you're going to make
those who
me and Devin laugh a little bit. And then the incentive, right? So you can get, we've talked about this before, but you can get creative on the incentive. The number one incentive I see here, if it's true, I hope it is. At this point, I would assume that it is. I would say is the 100% made in the USA. They did the effort. They pulled the effort. They actually found a hoodie. It's not easy to do. Trust me, we do this all the time. I've done it and then we run out, and the last couple of years have been nuts. If they're doing that at scale, bravo, I appreciate it. And you're also immediately incentivizing every one of your buyers to feel this way because that's a huge part of this niche. So your incentive doesn't even have to be a discount. They just feel like they're getting a good deal because they are helping their fellow American. That's tapping into that, knowing your avatar and really tapping into it. Yeah, and then the next one, crafted by veterans and patriots, immediately good. The 30-day money-back guarantee. We've talked about how in this day and age, I would even step that up. 30 days a little light, but at least the guarantees there, their money is safe, and you can be more selective with who you spend money on. The people who are giving a guarantee versus the people who are not. I'm going to go with the people who are giving the guarantee. And then social proof, 150,000 5-star reviews. This is, I mean, if it's true, that's a lot of reviews. So you can say 10 to 20. So if you got 150,000 reviews, you can say I have about 10 to 20 times that many sales, right? So you're talking, my previous store level. You're talking on the level of pause. That's an easy 8-figure store for sure, especially at probably made in America prices. So good. I would do a stronger call to action, but you probably have one below, right? Yeah, they at least have that one below. The most comfortable hoodie you ever made. That's okay. I probably improved that a little bit. The background is an obvious win. Because
I was going to ask you about that and how you feel about the background, because typically, we're going
on some scenarios, maybe not, right? It's not going to work for everything, but like, it's obviously going to work for this because hey, look, it's a social media polarizing issue. So you're getting the reaction out of the people that you want to get the reaction out of in the right way. And you're also basically boosting your engagement with the people who are going to react the other way. And then I don't run, I reload is a well-known classic phrase. You're just tapping in with the real bonus of this is the real thing selling this is not even the phrase, because that phrase is, I think I have a shirt that says that. The shirt that's everywhere. You can go on any platform. There's millions of shirts. The reason that this is selling so well is a lot of the other things, the above and beyond, the branding on the shoulders, the branding on the tag, sorry. And then also the made in America aspect of it is probably what's selling this so much. And then the engagement is just putting that in front of people. So obviously well done. I would assume that the only reason they stopped selling this is because it's not hoodie season anymore in the United States. Trust me, it's really tough to sell a hoodie at the moment. You want to be selling t-shirts. It wouldn't surprise me if they have a t-shirt version of this running at the moment. So all around, not a surprise that this ad went as crazy as it did. 2,400. Is it 2,400 ads? That's a lot of ads. That's a lot of ads.
Oh yeah, these guys are definitely crushing it.
Yeah, to say the least.
I wanted to see. So it looks like, they're most. Here we go. Right here.
Yep.
How do I pop this bad boy out? Let's see.
There it is.
They're up for summer. So, they switched it over. They got their shirt versions of the ad running now.
God. I mean, it's there's probably they really know it. They know how to tap into it. And the free shipping is available. See that this is a pro, and the Made in America badge. This is knowing your avatar and tapping into it on almost every level. And we talk about this a lot, and we're big on knowing your customer avatar. And this is what took my store, knowing this kind of stuff, knowing how to speak to the language of the person you're trying to sell to. Taking that effort takes you from one of the other guys to the guy that you want to buy from, right? And my mentor Andy Frisella will say, people want to buy from one of their own, right? That human behavior of like wanting to go down the street and buy from a shop that's owned by the guy that lives by you, right? Or that social feeling, that small town feeling, that's like ingrained in our culture in this country and throughout the world, right? Because that's how most of things were done forever. And you want to have that connection. You can implement that connection via stuff like this. This is the stuff to do it. It's the digital version of the small town, small shop, guys owned it, and it's been in this family for 100 years thing. And you're putting that into the digital world. And if you guys just simply take the effort to do it, it changes, right? You can look at pause, like they didn't do that before, and we're implementing time and time again. We're doing it over and over again. Go down and look at the About Us page, or our mission, or our images, or is there anything, right? And look at the ads that we have created. Like we're starting to do that too.
Get to your Facebook.
Yeah. So you can see that like we connect. We're using puppies that are one of the people that work at our place, work for the company that they own, right? Like that's their puppies. So like we're starting to do that. No, that's the DPA. But yeah, you can see, like, look at these videos. They're great, right? So we're connecting with them, and we're saying the reason, and we're connecting them on a mission of more than just the apparel. It's about saving dogs from the kill shelter. That's what everybody's caring about. We're helping people do that through the apparel. These are one of my employees' puppies. So like you guys have to take that effort and make it. You don't have to do the videos right away. We have a little bit of a bigger budget than most, but it's simple, nuanced things that it's that one extra step, that one more that 99% of people won't do. And that's what you need to do. You need to be the 1%, and the 1% are the people that take that extra step. Look at the little, it's easy, right? The phrase is good. The Made in America badge is probably the most valued thing in that niche, right? The satisfaction guarantee, free shipping available, and then my God, 2 million satisfied customers. Yeah, those are just social proof that work on any store, but it's the Made in America. They know that's their big thing. It's even bigger than free shipping or discounts or anything like that. That's what people want to do. And they'll spend more money for doing it. They'll pay a premium to do it. What premium are they going to pay in your niche? What little special nuance are they going to do in your niche? You got to figure that out.
Yeah, I think that I've been saying this a lot over the past few weeks to all of our customers and followers, but it's just that, like, if you put the customer first, like if you think about them and building good products for them and understanding them instead of focusing on how can I make myself rich, that is how you get rich. It's counterintuitive. You don't put yourself first, you put the customer first. Learn about them. Why would they buy? There are so many different stores that sell these types of products, right? Like you were saying, the I don't run, I reload. So many different people selling this.
Yeah.
But because these guys took the time to actually understand the market, they get rewarded. And it is a little bit more work up front. It is, doing things like making the videos or understanding the niche, doing research instead of just throwing things up. It is a little bit more work, but the reward for that work is everything else becomes infinitely easier, because what is really hard is not understanding your avatar and feeling like you have to start over every day because you have to guess what they want, guess what's going to work, guess what's going to connect. And you can't even do simple designs like this because the market just they don't feel that connection with you. So instead, like, I love that Pause top selling product all time is, I just want to show everybody this, like,
with all branded. Yeah.
It's like, let's see, where is it? It's the,
it's a long
one. It's the tribal long sleeve.
Yeah.
So let's see. I just want to show you guys tribal long. Okay. So this right here, just so everybody knows, is the top selling product on this website. This product alone has done over $500,000 in sales. It does not have any fancy designs on it. It doesn't have anything crazy. It is literally a shirt with a patterned Pause logo on it. It has made over $500,000. The way that happens is just by putting in the work up front to understand your target market, building a brand that they align with. Matt, maybe we should do something about that. Oh, wait, we already have a course. It's called 5W. It's sold out. Sad you guys missed out. We're probably going to sell it via ads. So keep an eye open via ads. But it's like, that's the secret. And I love that episode of Andy Frisella. By the way, guys, everyone watching, if you can't tell that Matt and I love Andy, like, we're both wearing Andy gear right now. Matt's got the first form and I've got the 75 hard. But it was on the podcast that Alex Hermosi did with Andy Frisella, right? Where it's like, people are always looking for the hack, the secret, right? The secret. And the response was, there's no such thing as a secret. There are just truths that people refuse to believe. And dude, that is like what it comes down to. Because look, I guess it depends on your goals. If you want to make like a few extra $1,000s a year, then don't worry about the brand. Don't worry. But if this store, like, it might even be in the 9-figure range. Like, these guys are definitely making a lot of money. Their prices are kind of low, so I would maybe 8-figure range. But it's like, if you want to make millions and millions and millions of dollars, it actually isn't more work overall. It's just more work up front. Because once you do that work up front to understand your brand, to understand your avatar and stuff like that, like we mentioned, the rest becomes easy. It's a trade-off. Do you want to be lazy now, but then you have to keep repeating the same work over and over and over and over and over and like never get off that hamster wheel? Or do you want to put in the time to understand your brand now, to understand your avatar now, and then have the rest of it just be easy forever? Like, obviously it's not going to just be easy, but it becomes much, 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 much easier, much less stressful, more predictable. Like these are the things you want out of your business, right? And yeah, I mean, that's the power of the brand. So, all right, you ready to get into this product page, Matt?
Yeah, I'm going to say bravo on probably the most creative upsell that I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's sick. I think there's I can pull it up here so we can actually see the entire product listing. It's hoodie caps for the hoodie.
Well done.
Like the little drawstring.
That is making $18 out of whatever plastic little, the original thing probably cost like not even a cent. And you turned it into an $18 upsell. Congratulations. That is probably the most impressive upsell I've ever seen in my life.
I probably, the conversion rate on this is probably insane. I would say, I mean, I'm going to guess, but I'm going to say it's like over 50% of people probably add this to their.
That's why, I mean, there's a couple of things. There are people that are saying like the pricing, if the numbers are true and they have 2 million customers, they're running so much volume, they're in a different level. So like they can do
economies of scale.
Yeah, it's just scale. Like it's the same reason that like, you don't see it a lot more, but like same reason, huge brands, 2 million customers is a lot. That's a lot of people. So, but yeah, I mean, stuff like that, like taking nothing, essentially nothing, the most close to next to nothing you could possibly get and turning it into an $18 upsell is pretty amazing. So, that's again,
probably just like loose metal that they have. A lot of factories, they have these byproducts that they usually just toss out or like recycle. Yeah. They're probably like, how can we make money off of this? Oh, let's turn it into hoodie rounds. So
like just think of that. Just like think of looking at your product and being like, this thing right here that does nothing that people usually break. Like I don't think mine ever lasts because I chew on them a little bit. Okay, I'm guilty. But then they break off. But then like you just look at that and be like, you know what? $18 upsell that probably, like you said, has a 50% take rate. It's like, boom, that's a lot of money right there. So I don't think I'm not seeing anything over here. I mean, the only thing that kind of makes me uncomfortable is like the free shipping threshold being kind of low. But like, I'm not going to say that these guys don't know their internal metrics. This is where I like not knowing their back end on a store this big. It's a whole nother thing. So I can't apply the same stuff that I would do on even my store at my previous store for sure. Like I could see how he's making a ton of money at my volume before, but we're just not there yet again. So I think this store overall is a solid example for anybody that's stepping into this niche. They obviously sell lots of other stuff. Holsters, it seems like, is probably their main, considering their name and their tagline there is probably their main thing. And then they logically, so this is a great example. If we want to talk about one thing, let's talk about a logical, great example of stepping into like horizontally into things that your customers want, right? It goes perfectly with it. You can have somebody come in here being like, oh, I wanted a shirt. Oh, by the way, I need a new holster. Or hey, I'm found them via Google for a holster. How about I get everybody a new shirt, or my wife some leggings and this gun belt and this. So they've stepped logically into things that they know that their customers want, allowing them to probably skyrocket that AOV through the roof. And then they did the upsells on top of it. And there's probably a whole, I'm going to join their list and kind of see this thing play out. So I mean, overall, I'm not going to suggest a whole lot of changes here.
They're crushing the game. These guys are definitely a lot further along, a lot more professional, a lot more well thought out than anyone else we've reviewed thus far. Yeah.
Like the only reason that 60%, that $60 in this day and age, free shipping, because shipping is freaking outrageous. It just means that they're pumping so much volume that their margins on their products are great. Yeah, so they can absorb it. So,
and that's something that, everyone here should understand too, is like Matt is going to get better rates selling apparel than you are. It's just how it is. These guys right here, they're going to get better rates than most people. It's called economies of scale. When you're doing a lot of volume, guess what? People work with you. You get bulk discounts. You get bulk discounts on shipping, printing, packaging, like all this stuff. And I want to point this out too. I wonder if I still have that mechanic thing pulled up. Let's I want to look at the comparison here. Matt, you might remember this store. And if we scroll down, this is a blue collar worker right here. This is what we reviewed, I believe 2 weeks ago. So it's a little very blue collar design. And we look down here and this is their imagery, right? Like it does not actually match the avatar at all. And we compare that to these real professionals, these guys who are crushing. Obviously, we covered that this store is doing pretty well too, but when you take it to that next level, I mean, this is ideal. This is perfectly matched up with their client, their avatar. Most people who are into this niche are very American. They're very pro-nuclear family. They're very religious, traditional. So that means they're getting married. They're having children. And if we look at the imagery on the website, it matches it perfectly. I mean, everything here. They're obsessed with like Navy SEALs and stuff. They get the boys.
Look at this, dudes, and then look at the other one. Are you gonna if you go down a little bit for the campfire boys?
Right over here.
Yeah. So no offense. No, go back up to the military guys. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Right here. You're too fast. Right there, military guys, and then go to the campfire guy. Yeah. So this says campfire right here. So am I going to believe that this guy's a mechanic, or am I going to believe that the other guy's a mechanic, or these guys are mechanics? Like this, even any of these guys could be a mechanic that on the weekends they go do this, right?
This guy's, I mean, he could be a mechanic, but really he's just the master of the campfire.
Yeah, he's master of the campfire. Yeah. So it's just about taking that extra step,
Yeah, these little things, like they really add up. You think like, 0.5% isn't a lot.
Awesome.
But you add 0.5, then you add another 0.5, then you add another 0.5, or your conversion rate's up 10%, And we were talking yesterday with our sales team at Scup. And if we improved just 1% on this one metric, just 1%, we would make an extra $150,000 a month. These small things that nobody thinks about or don't care. Once you start scaling up, it makes a massive difference. And this, like, if you think about it, what most people do when they build a store is they try to throw it up as quickly as possible because all they're caring about is enriching themselves, right? But this is the perfect example. Build something that connects with your target market, just like this. And that's how you get rich, just by taking the time, putting love and care, thought into it, really trying to create a product or a solution for that market that they will love, that will make them happy, and you get repaid for it. You get rich. That's it. And that's the
you bring up a really good point. And I think one of the big problems is anybody on here that's making sales, and you maybe even a decent amount of sales. Take it from a guy that's done it a long time. Part of my consistency and the reason that I've been able to do this for so long and in so many niches is a factor of not getting blinded by success.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will make changes when things are bad, but they won't make any changes when things are good because they don't want to screw anything up. And here's the thing, here's the truth, is just as Devin said, if you can turn 1% into 2%, or if you can, even on your conversion rate, if you can go 2% to 2.5% or 3% to 3.5%, and you extrapolate that over a course of time, you're talking about exponential changes to your business. And how much room would that give you to run ads? How much room? Maybe your competition's at 2 and you're at 2.5. Guess who's going to be able to spend more money?
Yep.
To buy and acquire these people. That's why these guys didn't stop. They probably had success, and then they're like, all right, let's go do a shoot. All right, let's go do literally a shoot, but like a photo shoot, okay, let's get our site obviously had massive amounts of conversion rate optimization. I mean, look how this site is awesome. We got to take some notes on this thing because look how good the image is. It fills it up perfectly. I want to see this thing on mobile too, but like the swatches over here, this site is, this site, look at the search bar. Like it's like, what we've been saying in practice on an obviously 8-figure plus store, big clear images, bravo all the way. Like this thing is, you guys should be taking notes on this thing. It's not just about the niche. Don't focus on the niche, but look at what's easy and appealing on this thing and driving success. They have the reviews are always on there. The chatbot thing is on there. The reviews are there, right there, also there, like the Google ones in the bottom right. You know, I'm not huge on the leaving the site, but like it's still there and visible. Like, guys, this is how you do it. This is how you keep investing into your business and you grow and you get better and better and better and better. And if you do that, you will dominate niches like this, right? This is what separates, like the hobbies from the businesses and the businesses from the brands and the brands from the, the dominating of niches, right? There can be a bunch of brands, but then there's the brand, right? This is the kind of moves that separate those things.
That's cool.
Jesus. Done and everything.
All right. Anything else we want to cover on the store? One thing is
that add-on thing is amazing. We need to take a note on that.
Wait, what is
this big add-on box? This is the second time I've seen it right here. Scroll down a little bit.
This?
Yep.
It reminds me of that one that Build, Grow, Scale made. You remember that?
Yeah. Clear and concise, easy to apply and pick a variant. That's pretty solid. I like that a lot. Yeah.
One thing I will note, and I don't know if this is a really big issue. They probably tested it, but quick things that come to mind is there's like no exit intent pop up. There's no incentive to join the email list or anything. But
that's interesting. Yeah.
These guys would know their store better than we would from this quick glance, but it's pretty standard to have like a 5-10% discount for your mailing list. But they want to check out their Instagram, see if they have anything about discounts on here.
243,000 followers, even on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, the email list is interesting. They must, I mean, at this level, they have that split tested, but, it's maybe it's deeper into the site or on some other pinpoint or whatever. I'm no doubt that these guys are emailing. It's just, that's one of the things when there are certain metrics that work. And then once you know your store so well, then you're like, I know how my people react. Right. And so that's pretty much what's going on there when it comes down to it. Yeah.
They have look at me. I'm a genius. I found a discount page.
Well, there you go.
So that's a hack, guys. If you ever want to see if a page has a discount thing, little Google search right here, site, we the people, domain name. And what this does is it will only show you pages from this website. And then I include the word discount. And what you could also do is put discount in quotes. And that means it'll only show a page if it has the word discount in it.
I bet you they do that on purpose too, to dominate the people holsters coupon, people searching for that on Google, right? Looking for discounts. And then they pop. Oh, they got this dude promoting it too. Yeah.
This is an affiliate page, guys. So Dan Bongino is a podcast host in this niche. So it seems that they have about a million people per download. He's really big.
A good one. Yeah.
They do government military orders. Yeah, these guys are crushing the game. This is a sick store. Ooh, look, they even have some like direct response style pages.
That's nice.
Super interesting. Wow.
Shoot me that link if you would.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
Slack. I'm going to send you the product image real quick too, and we can get into the ads portion if you're ready.
Yeah. Run exactly how these guys are running.
That's the gist. These guys are crushing it, guys. And I'm glad we got to share this with you, Matt. I sent you that image too. So if we want to get into the ads, show these people, these beautiful listeners, how you would improve or try to improve upon this already excellent brand that we had the pleasure of reviewing today.
I honestly, I mean, we can talk about it. I honestly don't think I would do anything to improve upon it. The only thing that I saw, what is this?
Yeah, the headline, maybe.
The headline. Yeah. I got some new enhancement thing on this page. Okay, so let's do this real quick.
Make sure you share your screen too.
I will.
You're ready.
Make sure people don't see my personal stuff.
Yeah, Matt keeps a bunch of naked photos of himself up at all times on his computer.
I send those directly to your DM. Thank you. All right. So we have our, we're starting at the ad set level, right? We've done this a million times. So I'm diving right into it. I'm going to tell you how I would run it. I'm going to start with mine. You can do whatever. I do a minimum $50 a day. We're talking about a hoodie here. That's the price of the hoodie. I'm a little more aggressive. These guys are probably more aggressive. I run in the $150 range, aiming for like 2 to 3 sales. But that's the price of the hoodie. So that's the minimum for me when I'm aggressive like this. Oh, there's a couple of different things you can do here. In a niche like this, you're probably going to go broad, and you might not like it. I would probably go a little higher in age here. I would start at 25, just based off of some things. But you want people to have some money walking around in their pocket. The people walking around have money in their pockets. What I tried to say. And I'm going to go broad. There's a reason I'm going to go broad. It's because the way that they would run this ad is exactly the way they are running this ad is exactly how I would run it. Is that that this is a controversial issue. That you can get an engagement out of this. And the more engagement that you can get, the lower your CPMs go, the lower your costs go. And that engagement in a niche like this, in a polarizing issue, is a thing that will inevitably get it to the right person, because you're going to be optimizing for purchase. So yes, you're going to get a lot of comments on both sides here, but eventually the purchase will take over, right? So you're going to optimize for probably pretty much anything for a little bit, right? Because they see engagement, but they are going to get the back and forth, right? And people are going to be vocal on everything. I mean, you can go see these ads right now. Go look at their ads. It's probably that exact way. People on both sides. And then what you're doing is essentially utilizing that to your favor. You're understanding the market that you're putting it out to. You're understanding that the people will react in the product itself. The customer avatar is a person that's going to vocalize their beliefs in support of this. And that's what you're tapping into. And then the other side of it is going to cause an argument, and they're going to go back and forth, blah, 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 right? That's going to draw your costs down. So there is no real secret targeting that I would go after. For the most part too, there's no like stuff left. I don't even think. Yeah, like Facebook took all this stuff out. So you can't do Second Amendment, anything left, they'll have like micro amounts of people in it. Yeah. I don't even know if you could do like, look at that. Can't even do American flag. So you don't really have a niche in some, and this is a lot of niches, by the way. My theory is remaining true, and it's more and more true by the day, that eventually there will be no targeting, and everybody will have to be broad, and you will have to be able to have such a good product that it does essentially what this does in its own way, right? It might not be controversial, but you need to be able to spark so much engagement that it causes the optimization to occur, right? That's Facebook's way of targeting, is the engagement. Likes, comments, shares, draw link clicks, which draw add to carts, which draw purchases. That's how Facebook optimizes. If you don't have any engagement, it's never going to find purchases. So if you ever have a problem with your ad, look to see how many people are actually engaging with it. If no one's engaging with it, you didn't target the right people, right? So this is a broad one. There's nothing else to do. There's no secret hack here. It's the product. The product is so damn good, people are going to optimize. So draw that one in there as much as I can. Go to the product page, and I would do exactly what they did. I would talk about, the value propositions. Knowing the store now, it would be made in America, 100%. They said they had I would maybe personally, off of my testing, again, these guys know what the hell they're doing, but my personal testing, a 90-day does a little bit better. It's, a lot can happen in 30 days, but a 90-day gives you a little bit. Even do it a year, because there's only about 90 days that people will actually take action on it. And then it goes like this, and it goes through the floor, right? It's not even that big to begin with, because that guarantee gets you more sales than any amount of people will ever take up on returning it on that 90-day guarantee. So you're increasing your conversion rate by offering it far and beyond the ever cost of having it in the first place, right?
I want to mention a study too. So I read a study on this where some really big corporation tested this, and what they found is longer worked much better, because if you have something like a 30-day guarantee, what a lot of people will do is they'll set like a reminder in their phone, like, yo, remind me 28 days from now to return this or whatever. But if you put something like a 365-day guarantee, since there's less of like a rush to decide whether or not you like something, people do not set those reminders. And it's just, you get less requests for those things by actually extending the length of the guarantee. So not only do you make more money, but people just kind of forget about it. Or since they don't feel so much pressure, like, oh my God, I only have 2 weeks to decide if I like this. If you give them 365 days, they'll literally just forget about it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the truth of it. I think they only had their link here. I would say, you know, shop now, like doing some sort of final call to action here, being creative, especially like a shift. Like right now we're in what I would call like a shift, right? We're shifting out of hoodies and into summer, right? So you could shift a product shift and shifting the market, because you're tapping into the idea that people are suddenly being like, you know what, I need a new t-shirt. Or, you know, when winter comes again, they're like, you know what, I do need a new hoodie because my old one sucks, blah, 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 right? So there's this market shift and you kind of tap into that. So shop now and be ready for summer. I saw that on a shirt. I thought that was pretty good. Or an ad. I thought that was pretty good. It's like a final call. It's a call to action, but also like a justification, right? And then you're tapping into that market shift. And then up here, there's a million things that they could do. They had really, really good ones. You know, you could take this in a lot of different ways, but this is the obvious connection, right? This is the connect. So you could say,
literally just do the shirt, the saying on the shirt even.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to be like the cheese ball old school way, you'd be like, do you reload too? And then you're going to get a yes out of people. I don't really like that as much as the other ones. I've seen a lot of stuff in this niche. I could see like or something like that.
Your liberal tears tumbler.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of different ones, right? And I think that it's just we don't have to go too into it. They had a couple of great examples. I think at the end of the day, like connecting with your audience is the most important thing. And you saw great examples in there. I saw almost every single ad had a great example in there. I wouldn't really kind of improve on that, but that's the obvious, like what we've been telling you, verified on another, because I'll say it worked on mine too, another 8-figure store. So then at the end of the day, you got your headline. This for me, they had the most comfortable hoodie ever. The only thing about that is it seemed like a weird pivot. It doesn't fit. Yeah, it does. It was a weird pivot on another value. And to me, with a common phrase like this, so this is another thing, like with a common phrase like this, you know, this is almost like, I would almost reiterate the brand at this point, because what's your unique value proposition if you're running the same thing that everybody else is in terms of a Google search? Now, there's a solid chance these guys come up for it given their value. But if I'm trying to stand out, the point of this is, as I've reiterated in the last couple of months, I want people searching for me and finding me, right? So here, I think it was called what is it? We Are the People?
We the People holsters. Yeah.
We the People. Let's see how much this takes up.
Or like, if I had to go down the hoodie route where they talked about the hoodie, I wouldn't say the most comfortable hoodie. I would just, double down on the fact that it is an American made hoodie.
Yeah.
Because that is so rare.
Oh, that's a good point here. Shop. That's a great point. That's another thing you could say for Americans, by Americans. Like, it's just like an extra shot now,
Like
extra little justification too, right?
yeah, understanding the niche is just so important. Like if you're an outsider, you don't understand how important it is to this niche more than ever that things are American made. Like it is an absolutely massive deal in this niche. So, if you're an outsider and you don't recognize those things, it hurts you. And that's why just taking the time to understand, and especially in a niche like this, it's so easy to do the research because there are a million news articles, there are subreddits, there are YouTube videos, there are podcasts that get millions of listens. It's like,
yeah, one thing to test out and stuff like this and niches that have relevancy over the course of like hundreds of millions of people, right, that are always talking about it, is Google Discovery is a solid tool to look at, and you'll see articles that pop up in that thing that have relevant and like things that you can take out of that and apply.
Just being on top, like being in the niche with things that move quickly like this are huge.
Oh my God.
So
maybe millions of dollars.
Man, I saw that shirt that what are they called? Lions Not Sheep released. Do you remember what that was?
FJB.
Huh?
FJB.
Oh yeah. So there was just that. No, it was Let's Go Brandon. That's it.
Yeah.
I think that was it. So, there was that NASCAR race and they were saying fuck Joe Biden in the stands. And then the news reporter was like, yeah, the crowd's chanting for you. Let's go Brandon. But really they were saying fuck Joe Biden. And then it's like, if you're on top of that and you hear about it, you launch a shirt within an hour. We have friends who did that. They made $100,000 the next day. They just put it on they heard it. They put it on a shirt. They launched, I don't even think they launched ads, actually. I think they just sent an email to their list and they made $100,000 the next day. And since it was just from email, that's probably like 75, 80% profit margin. So they made like $80,000 profit in a single day. And it's just by being in the niche, understanding it. Like, guys, it's like impossible to explain how much value this really has. Imagine that, like you're in this niche, American patriotism, 2A and stuff. You're watching Fox News, like you hear, oh man, this is pretty funny. There's like this trend catching on. It just happened today, this Let's Go Brandon thing. You put it on a shirt. The next day, you literally make enough money to buy like a house, in some places, like $100,000, right? Or a car, or to pay off the rest of your mortgage or whatever. Like, it is impossible to understate the value of this. It is so powerful to be in, to understand, to actually care about the niche you're selling in. That's it. That's the secret. That's how you get rich. It's crazy.
Yep. And just to put a bow on this thing, like I said, normally I would say the headline for me is a Google reinforcement, right? Especially at this scale. And the I don't run, I reload. I'm not sure if they're going to show up in that. So the one thing I would say is reiteration of my brand, because that may be what they go and search for after this. If they see the ad and then they're like, what was it? Oh yeah, it was We the people holsters. And then they go search for that. Well, their whole store will pop up, as we just saw. So and that's really it. I mean, these guys are crushing it. Congratulations. You are doing very well. You are a model citizen, so to speak, in this space. And well done. It's good stuff. Good find too, by the way, Devin.
Yeah. Pleasure reviewing your guys' store. If the guys ever watching this ever see this video for some reason, you guys are sick, inspiring. I am a conservative myself, so I think the store is really well done. Sick stuff. To everybody watching, two things. Number one, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you want to see how I find products like this, I've got product research methods that we've not yet covered here at Scup, because the way I do product research on products like this, it's not free. I pay for a software to do it, but I'm more than happy to share that and make training on it if there's enough demand. Maybe it's a sliver, Matt. You never know. And then if you guys want our help building out a store like this, like we have stores that do volume equivalent to this. Okay. Matt's got Pause. It's a $50 million plus store. It's made over $50 million. We can help you turn your store into an actual brand that builds you real wealth, something that you can exit if you want, or something that you keep around and you can make millions of dollars a year with. It's not easy. It does require upfront work, like we discussed. Doing the transition from a store to a brand requires a lot of upfront work, but it pays off, and you can have us by your side helping you do it, making it easier. If you are interested in that, go to scup.net/call. Book a call with us. If you're a newer store owner and you want to get off the ground, we have ways that we can help you with that too. Same thing, scup.net/call. There's a little some questions on that form that you'll see there. That's skup.net/call. You'll see questions about your revenue. That will help us understand which camp you're in and the kind of help you need. So if you're someone who is at the 6-figure mark, you want to go to multi-7-figure, all right, just let us know. We can help you. If you're someone who's new and getting started, but you want to hit 6 figures or whatever, let us know, and the forums will help you. Guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We release these Product of the Week Club episodes every single Monday. Matt, thank you for your time. Good sir. Any parting words for our lovely viewers?
Yeah, I think a big couple of things. Obviously, we're focused on one side of the aisle on this thing. Guys, don't let that shit trip you up. Like if you're like, oh, I hate this stuff like that, take the lessons out of something like this and apply it to your business. That's a big one, because this stuff will work across the board for everything. Knowing your niche, the customer avatar, we're so big on it. It works for a reason. So, look beyond that. And the other thing, we hope to see you inside there, because we're building something special. We had a guy doing $81,000 in his first year. He'd never done anything. Never had done anything remotely close. And like that's only possible because we're getting a lot of like-minded people in the room, and we're helping each other out. And then we're putting in the work. So we hope to be, if that's interested to you, if that's something you want to do, let's do it. I'm happy to do it. This is stuff jacks me up. I love reviewing this stuff. I love like looking in and learning. It's kind of like chess passes for me to do this kind of stuff. I'm like, oh man, you know what? I should look at our upsells, and maybe we can improve that, because I just saw somebody just crush it in a creative way I never thought of before. Have that open mindset, constantly learning. That's one of the values here over at Scup, and we hope to see you inside and look more.
Yeah, bro. Now you're gonna have to get some little dog paw things to put on the hoodie.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Peace, everyone. Take it easy. See you, man.
Yeah. Like.